Evidently.
I'm in trouble now.
Gone to shite, this has.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We also need to get some information out of Barden.
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the...
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's in it. We need to get to the runner. Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Ah, he reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old...
Heismay was blathering on about some things like...
Wow.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will... Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion? Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I...
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Not...
Anyway, one thing's for sure.
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share...
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were foot. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but... children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
inside the town.
Logically, yeah.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but...
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me... You all had it right. It's time I faced reality.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only...
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a UG bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 UG brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised. Yet
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
there's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the Guard Corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Pardon, may I...
No problem.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No.
Now I see your game.
What?
Heisme!
Find him! Secure the exit!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten in?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant...
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heisme with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old
Nurus is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see...
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fool, so...
Well, an ice...
And tell us again what happened last night.
Bloody hell. It wasn't just Heisme's reports that shook me. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark It was like the horrors of every fairy story. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help.
There.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Fi. Evidently.
Huh?
Got to say,
What folly. The truth is...
It's absurd.
Yeah.
I'm in your debt.
And so? But then... Is that right then?
Isn't that...
What is it?
All right then.
Ready?
Let's go.
However,
keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
you can't run from us.
Please?
The child yet.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here.
If you've got something to say it to our faces.
Eyes up.
Are these the monsters we have?
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna...
What has been happening here?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman for it.
You kidnapped...
This, from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You aren't just... You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend. You fuck...
No. 'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory. O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight! Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard! Morris, you will not escape me!
What's going on? He just started fighting with...
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this...
Oh, is this...
Young man, you seem the most adept. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest. Slash!
It's okay.
We'll do this together!
Maybe there's a better choice.
Come forth, royal soul!
Now, what's the sword master? What a mess.
By the sworn oath of... Join with me! Not this skill. Magic Knight! This won't do. Right there!
You think yourself equal to a UG thief? Too much? Now we strike. This doesn't feel right.
Critical hit! I will fight with
a real ace!
Still here?
This is nothing. Observe the enemy. Take this!
Be not.
The freedom.
Only a flesh wound.
They die hard!
Is everyone all... Right there! Good. 'Tis done. I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Stop!
Damn! The boss!
But the children...
Good.
You know that I used to have a child. My son. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place?
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back.
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain?
I can't say for certain. Still, from...
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Bard.
Sure.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We cannae thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris...
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up...
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great...
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Jo...
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which...
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked...
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to...
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let... I believe in you.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement.
Gotta keep at it. You know...
Gone to shite, this has.
That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
To tell you the truth.
Really? In any case, don't worry, lad. Back where I grew up, we've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances. Loyalties changeable as the wind. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed in, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the... They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of... I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies.
Then from now on, we're friends.
The aloof hermit. Nurture thy bond with him.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow. If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake, might I have a look? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. Still, I cannot help but... You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true... If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in... Then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So,
It's in your hands.
Let's focus. The search begins.
Really?
All right, then.
Let's go.
What'll I do here? This is on sale.
Now then.
This place.
Gone to shite, this has.
Please listen.
Grand, innit?
All right.
Hmm?
Now what am I to do?
Ah, just you. Sorry. Unfortunately. Those people. What? But this world. Fine.
couldn't ask him to stay, could I? In any case... Why?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis nearly time.
Somehow,
We should hurry.
Check this out. Mister,